Mm-hmm. Okay. Where's my drink, bro? Where's my drink? Let me ask you something. Yeah, okay. We had some people. We had a few ask for their bottles of water to be. We're not Catholics, bro. But it's holy water. Are you hot? You're really hot. Are you dry? No? This also is standard equipment in soaking meetings. I'm singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain. What a wonderful feeling. I'm happy again. I dance down the lane with a glorious refrain. I'm singing, dancing in the rain. La 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 la. Singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain. Oh. 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 Oh.
Dry word. It's not dry word anymore.
It's not dry word anymore. It's not a dry word anymore. Hope it's waterproof, bro.
That's irrelevant.
It's what?
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant? What does that mean? Oh, my word's wet. I have to go over to a dry part. Oh. Oh. Okay, come on. Come on, don't enjoy yourselves too much, you know. People may want what you've got, and then you won't be able to get a seat. Oh. Okay. Well, if you're scratching your head wondering what's going on, well, the title of the conference is Fawn in the Sun. Hello. Okay, 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians chapter 4. When we get there. Could I have another bottle of water there, please? I'm really thirsty. I'll be good. I'll try my best. I'll resist temptation. And Sometimes I'm looking at you and you've got that look on your face and it's saying, soak me, soak me. Oh. Ice cold, please, if you've got it. Yeah. I was in Chicago. Did you ever you went to Jim Riggins' church? No. I went to a church in Chicago. Actually, Peter mentioned it this weekend. And that has been a common thing in one of the meetings, is soaking people literally with water. And people don't understand the prophetic of it is also giving birth. Breaking of the waters, a breaking forth of waters. And I was in the middle of singing the song, singing in the rain and soaking people. And there was a Chinese girl, student, sitting on the second row, and she didn't get wet. And she came and she complained after the meeting. It's the first time I've only had one person complain about not getting wet. And she said, I didn't get wet, can you soak me? And I said, I can't, I was under the anointing, I was in the inspiration, you know what I mean? I can't just do it legalistically. I said, but tomorrow night, if the Lord leads, I'll soak you. So anyway, I had a 6-pack of ice cold water, and sure enough, the Lord led, and I dumped the 6 bottles of water over her head, ice cold, on a winter night in Chicago. And the Lord said to me, look the way she receives. And her arms were open and her head was up, and she just received. I was in another prayer line, soaking people, just sprinkling them with holy water down the line. And there was a girl in about 21, 22, really made up, whatever you call it, makeup on and everything. And I went to soak, and she dodged and got the catcher. and she came up to me after the meeting and she said, the Lord spoke to me, and he spoke to me and he said, do you remember when you were a little girl? And you would go to the Catholic Church and you'd sit in the end of the pew and the priest would come down and he would sprinkle with holy water, and you as a little girl would get under the spray. And now you're grown up and you don't want to get into a mess. Isn't that the truth? We're Actually, the truth is, I've really come to realize, some people think that all the people in river meetings are crazy, which they are, or needy people, which we are. And I come to the conclusion, having observed in these drunken times, having observed people, I've observed that there's no difference between the professional and the person that's undone. The only difference is that the professional is able to cover it up, to pretend that they've got it all together. And they usually get elected to elders, to sit on the elders board because they're professional people, they've got it together, when really their lives are as much in a mess as the person that's just come in. You understand what I'm trying to say? And God looks on the heart. God looks on the heart, but man looks on the outward appearance. On the outward appearance. And I've often said to people that are new to this anointing, because they can't, somehow it breaks their paradigm. Well, number one, that we can have fun. That we can, as a preacher, have fun, get drunk. It breaks their paradigm, and they get offended because the other problem is I look drunk. And I often say to them, just close your eyes. Close your eyes if the visual is blinding you and you can't hear what God is saying. Close your eyes. I want to go to 2 Corinthians chapter 4, and I really believe, even what Peter ministered this morning, although I wasn't here. Oh yeah, I got in on the tail end. Well, he was on grace, wasn't he? The whole subject was grace. God's riches at Christ's expense. And even this afternoon, what we touched on this afternoon, even though it was a heavy word, I also realize that oftentimes when God is bringing a heavy word, he often sugarcoats it. He prepares it before and gets us laughing and, you know, getting lightened up so that he can bring the word in and sow it into our hearts and bring the impartation. And I said to Kimmo tonight, Kimmo, it's important you get up and share. And feel free not just to introduce me, but to bring something to the people because you're coming from another country. And you've got to understand that to come from another country, you're cross-pollinating something. You're cross-pollinating, and without the cross-pollination, there can be no fruit. And it's important that we have that. So I asked him how to do that. Just share, just speak it out into the air. Speak to the principalities and powers. Let's pick it up from chapter 4, 2 Corinthians. And verse 7, it's really what we've been saying. But we have this treasure. Isn't that wonderful? Treasure. We have this treasure. Not we're trying to get it. We have it. You've already got it. We have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellence of the power may be of God and not of us. I think that's wonderful. I think that's wonderful. I think that's stress relieving. That it's not of us, that it's the power, the excellence of the power, the excellence of the anointing, the unction to function is of God, comes from God, deposited into us. And we have it in earthen vessels. Now this is the other concept that we shing, 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 boing, 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 hey, hey, hey. Woo. Low-flying angels. Whoa, there goes another one. Whoa, there goes another one. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Oh, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. You know, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Wonderful. This life that God is offering us. The excellence of the power is of God, not of us. And then look at verse 8. Oh, I want the anointing, bro. I want the anointing. I want a ding dong and hey, hey, hey and ho, ho, ho. Well, you can't have the anointing without verse 8. We are hard pressed on every side, yet not crushed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Ding dong, hey, hey, hey. Struck down, but not destroyed.